Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Dan Bradley here, and today I've got an incredible guest on who's going to tell you all about an incredible new product called Real Life Mastery. Now, this is going to be an incredible way for you to make some very different but potentially very profitable reels and videos. So, this is Mark Laxton. Welcome on to the channel. Very honored to have you here. Do you want to give us a little bit of information about what you've got coming up and what these people can look forward to?
Yeah, thanks, Dan. Yeah, so I'm launching on Monday, the 24th of February at 11 a.m. EST. And just to give you an idea of how this all came about. So I've been doing marketing for a very long time, for about 10 years now, and launching some great products, and I love the feedback that I receive. And over the years, I've noticed a lot of products that tend to be quite similar. And especially nowadays with AI, there's a lot of stuff out there that's being put together, and it's a quick and easy fix, that kind of thing. And as well as that, reels are obviously really taking off. They're completely dominating social media now. So there are products that are kind of combining the two, with the popularity of reels and doing them quicker and easier with AI. So there's that, but there's also the other side where I've seen a lot of people, and there's also mentoring programs where people are being taught how to create these reels. And for me personally, I've seen this kind of training, and I'm not saying it doesn't work. Some of these, reels do work, and occasionally some of them go viral. But in general, what they are people with text on the screen. They might be looking at the camera and they're just not even saying anything. They're just going like this and pointing to speech bubbles or whatever that pop up on the screen. Or they'll be doing washing the dishes or brushing their hair or whatever. And there's text on the screen that you can barely make out what it says. And the idea behind those is just doing them two, three, four times a day, every single day for months or even years until one goes viral. But when I started seeing all this, for me personally, I was straight away thinking these people are struggling to get views because they're all creating the same content.
Right.
They're not standing out. If someone's scrolling through social media and they see another video with some text on it that they've just seen a minute ago, they just scroll past all this kind of stuff. It doesn't stand out. And we all, like anyone that does kind of video marketing, they know that within the first few seconds, you need to hook someone
Yep.
immediately. If you are, for example, if you're doing speaking on the video, then you generally have whatever you're saying in the first few seconds, you'd see a caption. So it kind of hooks someone. You know what it's going to be about.
Pulls them in, right? Gets
Yeah,
them
so it
excited
kind of
about what it's going
stops
to
them.
be.
You need to stop them from scrolling so they can carry on watching your reel. And I, so this is a little while ago now. I saw some reels that really did catch my attention, and it wasn't this same kind of stuff. It wasn't AI. It was a real person, and within the first 1 second, 2 second, it something happened, and I was like, "Well, what the hell happened there?" I don't know how they did that, but it just caught my attention straight away. And the rest of the reel, I couldn't stop watching it. In fact, I had to watch it over and over again to figure out like what just happened. How did they do that?
Hmm.
And anyone that knows about social media marketing and the algorithms and things like that, when you're watching something over and over and over again, that's boosting it up. So the way it was done was through transitions, basically moving from one thing to another, flowing nicely, blending together. And when I saw this, I noticed that the guy that was doing it, Mario, he's got just under 2 million followers. His reels are getting views between, some of them are reaching 5 million, 10
Wow.
million, 20 million views just on one reel. So obviously that caught my attention, because with doing marketing, then anything that's going to get you that amount of views is something very, very powerful for free. This is free content,
Right.
free
Free traffic.
traffic without paying for ads. So yeah, so I basically got in touch, went over to Bali, met the guy, got on so well, and discussed everything, and then put all this training together to teach people how to create these reels, but not only just to create them, so you can create them for literally anything you can think of, whether it's you're traveling, you want to create some nice footage, family events like weddings and things like that. But you could also then create these kind of reels as well to promote businesses. You can promote local businesses, you can promote international businesses. One of the things that caught my attention when we were speaking as well with Mario was that he said at one point because he was doing these reels and getting so much views and traffic and popularity with people, then businesses then start reaching out to him. And there was an international company that reached out, basically wanted asked him to create a reel. They were going to pay him $1,000. He could have charged more, but he was, even at the time, he was thinking, okay, I'm going to try and go for $1,000 instead of keep doing them for a few hundred. They didn't even hesitate. They just said, okay, yeah, $1,000, and we want 3 of them or 4 of them. So these reels can take you literally 20 minutes to create. All you need is your phone. It's not any templates. There's not like, you've got a lot of different sites where you like CapCut and places like that where you've got these templates where people are using to just drop in their content. But again, everyone's using the same stuff. But with this, you're actually learning the real skills on how to create these reels, how to do the transitions, how to edit them, film them, plan them, everything, and also how to deliver them to clients or customers. And it's all just with your phone. That's all he has with him all the time. When I was over in Bali, that's all he had. I had my laptop in my backpack. I was
Yep.
carrying a laptop and I had all these different things in my backpack, and all he had was his phone. And he said, "That's all I ever need. I don't need a laptop. I do everything just on my phone."
So this can be done with like any phone, right? Doesn't matter if you're an Android or you're in the
Yeah,
iPhone camp. Doesn't matter, right?
doesn't matter.
As long as you've
Yeah,
got a phone, you're good
and it's
to
got
go.
yeah, yeah.
It's got a
So
camera, which pretty
obviously,
much they all do these days.
yeah, not like with the old Nokia ones with little screens, but
That's
yeah.
with a
So
camera.
any phone that's got a decent camera, yeah, whether it's iOS, Android, um, that's all you need, and that's all you have with you, and you have the skills. Then you know what you're how to look out for different things, how to plan the videos, how to shoot them, how to edit them. The whole thing is just done on your phone.
So this new course that you've got coming up then is going to show people literally how to do this kind of step by step, right? And all they need to make it work is the phone that they've probably already got in their pocket. Is that?
Yeah, exactly. And it's perfect for what I generally like as well. I do a lot of activities. I love traveling, that kind of thing as well. So I and the thing is, well, when you do those kind of things, when you're traveling, when you're doing activities, I just started up snowboarding. I've got a motorbike. I love going on the motorbike. I go to different events, all that kind of stuff. When you film that kind of thing, what do? You generally share that online anyway, don't you? So you don't film all this kind of stuff and then think, right, I'll just keep hold of that and I'll just store it away in a hard drive somewhere and then never show anybody. When you create some, you want to show these different events you've been to and your experiences and stuff. So you're sharing it anyway, but this way you're just making it so much more engaging. Generally, a lot of people, when they're filming stuff, whether they go to a nice restaurant or they go to a holiday and they're showing the resort, they generally just get the phone and they do that.
Yeah.
And they're just panning and showing everything around. Whereas this takes completely takes that away and shows you exactly how to create cinematic shots, capture different angles, capture like tell a story with the reel as well. So it's not just panning and showing where you are. It's actually tell. So when someone, this is another thing that really helps it to and keep engagement as well and keep people watching is because it's telling a story. It's people can see what's happening and they can and it gets to an end and there's obviously the desired outcome. Whether it's going to a restaurant, going to a coffee shop, showing the process and the making of the coffee, the sitting down. Then obviously at the end is someone relaxing and drinking a coffee. That's and enjoying it. That's what the whole point of going there. So it also includes and incorporates all of that as well in terms of storytelling. So anyone that goes through the training, whether they've got absolutely no experience whatsoever, or they've already create reels or create videos, or even people who have done professional videography. This is a totally different way of creating content that really catches people's attention. And it's not just the actual side of creating the content, but that's when you can then also go into, it's optional if you want to make a lot of money from this as well. Then we also include all the training and resources to help with every single step of the way to do that, to approach businesses, to what kind of pricing and stuff like that. And a lot of it is promoting products very subtly. There's no hard selling. So if you see, yeah, like I mentioned before, if you see a brand within a reel, that's potentially millions of people that are seeing that brand, but no one's going, buy this water bottle. This is really good and doing all that. It's just
And
very
this is
subtle.
things that brands have done like for years, right? Like a lot of
Yeah,
brands will literally, like Coca-Cola, big brands like that will pay to have Coca-Cola products featured in film, in
yeah,
social media posts, all because they want that brand recognition just to be there, right? There's
yeah,
nothing that they're selling in it. They're not telling you, oh, buy Coca-Cola's new lime taste or whatever they're doing this
yeah,
week. It's literally just product placement. You see it and kind of subconsciously we go, Coca-Cola. We just
yeah,
see the brand and we get used to seeing it. And there's lots of brands. It doesn't even have to be huge brands like Coca-Cola. Lots of brands play for placement.
yeah,
And I've done it before. I've been watching something on Netflix or on YouTube or wherever it is, and you see something and you go, "Oh, that looks quite cool,"
yeah,
or that looks interesting. And even though the actual topic has got nothing at all to do
yeah.
with what that is. So would you say that's the easiest way for people to kind of make money with this would be to basically approach local businesses and offer this as a service? Or would you recommend that people try and build kind of like a social media following themselves
Well,
and monetize that content?
the main thing is with it is, and this is a learning point that Mario experienced, like learned the hard way, basically. Um, is first of all have something, whether you're generating leads and building your email list that you can then follow up with at a later date, whether it's a $5 product, like a PDF or something like that, or whether you're creating these reels to promote something else as an affiliate, lead them into a coaching program, or even doing it for a local business. The main thing is to have something in place, because in Mario's experience, he started creating these reels. One of them took off and had, I think it was 4 million, or no, 14 million views,
Wow.
and he had absolutely nothing in place. He didn't have a link in his description and in his bio or anything like that. He had absolutely nothing. So the way he explains it is, I had no buckets. He said it rained in my house and I
Mhm.
had no buckets. So
Yeah.
all of that traffic, all of those views went absolutely nowhere. So the first thing is to have something. This is what we cover as well within the monetization side of the training, but is to have things in place and automation that can then start generating leads and generating sales. So, like I say, that could be as simple as affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
And from that angle, if you imagine you've got some people that are doing affiliate marketing that are creating 3, 4 reels every single day that aren't grabbing anyone's attention. They're doing it in the way that the more I do it, the more likely at some point something's going to go viral. So they're
Yeah.
creating tons of content every single day without fail. They have to create content, 3 or 4 reels a day. So they're doing that. Or you've got some people that are, they don't want to be on camera. They don't want to, which you don't have to be on camera as well with this stuff. But they're choosing to go down the AI route. So they're just creating, content using AI, hoping that something will go viral. With that, you're creating absolutely, or you're having to create tons of content consistently in hope that something takes off. With this, you can create a single reel that's getting 200,000, 500,000, 5 million, 10 million, 20 million views from a single reel, because of the way it is, because it hooks people and keeps people watching, and because they watch it over and over again, and because they share it because it's a cool reel. So in a way, when they share it, they're actually doing your marketing for you. Um, so that's a much better way of generating leads and sales online. But then, as you mentioned as well, you're also learning and developing real skills, like real skills. See what I did there? So you're developing these skills that you have all the time then. So you can use these skills to capture moments in just general life.
Yeah.
You can turn, like, which is done as well, is you can make a cup of coffee and make it look like a really cool, engaging video, it because of the way it's done. But then because you've got those skills, then you can approach businesses and that kind of thing. But also, as well as that, and this is something that a lot of people do, is people that love traveling, like, digital nomads, that kind of thing. In a lot of cases, if you go somewhere and you're saying, like, this is the kind of content that I create, and it gets all these views, and your business, your brand can be within, in this kind of thing, getting all that, attention. I can create this content for you. Now, what happens quite often is that rather than the business owner paying out an expense, paying for you to create those reels, in a lot of cases they'll say, okay, yeah, cool, okay, we've got, you can stay here for 2 or 3 nights, create the content, so you've got a room, accommodation, wherever you are, for free. In a restaurant, eat as much as you want, eat whatever you want on the menu, because you're creating content to promote the restaurant.
Hmm.
So you've got pretty much anything you can think of, an activity that you might go to, like say I've just started snowboarding, I can film that and say, look, can I come and do a lesson and film it to promote, and they won't charge. So there's a lot, it's not just making money, but it's the kind of
The
lifestyle.
opportunities that come as
Yeah,
well
yeah.
from
Huge
being able to
amounts of
do it.
opportunities. And again, once you start getting that traction, then you start getting big companies, like international companies,
Hmm.
reaching out to you, asking you to create content to promote that, and they're paying like thousands.
Brilliant. And how long would you say it takes to create one of these reels? If you say, right, I want to create this reel, let's say here in this restaurant, I mean, how long would it take someone to create one of those reels?
It can literally take you 5, 10 minutes, 10 minutes or something like that.
Right.
Because once you know what you're looking for,
Yep.
like I said, you're not, anyone sitting there thinking, I'm going to create a video of this restaurant, and generally would kind of just,
And
do all
around.
this stuff. Once
Yep.
you know how to do this, you know exactly what shots to take, which kind of angles, and they're changing as well. That keeps people engaged. You don't record one clip for a long time. People just scroll past, and this is the thing. You're creating reels that keep people hooked, not just at the beginning, but all throughout the reel. They're keeping people hooked to watch it and to keep watching it over and over again. So once you know how to do it, you could literally spend 10 minutes. And then, like I say, you could even sit there, ideally, if you're at a restaurant with someone that you're with, you would actually talk to them as well. A lot of people I've seen in eating out and stuff with partners, and they don't even speak to each other the whole time. But so if that's the case, then you could literally sit there and edit the whole thing as well. So before you even leave the restaurant, you would literally have the whole thing done, and yeah, and then you could even show the owner or whatever there as well. But yeah, very quick and easy to create, and that's the beauty of it. You don't need anything else apart from your phone, which you've always got with you.
Brilliant, brilliant. So this is launching on JV Zoo, right? You're going to launch on JV Zoo. This is going live on Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what is this sort of thing going to cost? What people going to need to spend to get in? And talk us through as well, obviously, what they're getting and if you've got any upgrades as well that people might need to consider.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so for the initial launch, during the launch period, to gain access to the creators bundle, which is where you'll learn all the transitions, how to edit the videos, how to put everything together, everything that you need to do that, then that's going to be $47 for a one time. That's it. And again, when you think about the money that you can actually make from this, that's crazy. After the launch, it's going to be going up to 67. So obviously, if you're going to get it, then it makes sense just to get it early. And then once you're in, you've got access to the members area. You've got all the training there. We're also continually adding more training. It's not just like a static thing, and that's all you're going to get. As we've also got the community creators community. So when people are in there sharing their content, that kind of thing, and asking questions, then we'll also be adding stuff to the members area relevant to kind of what they need help with or what they'd like to learn. So that's the creators bundle. And then the first optional kind of extra that you could invest in is the templates and breakdowns. Now, when I say templates, I know I mentioned earlier you've got different sites like CapCut and places like that where they've got standard templates that got all these kind of spinning things and different colors and all that kind of stuff. This isn't like that. This is basically reels that, like, for example, reels that Mario's created that have already had hundreds of thousands or millions of views. So they're already proven to get that engagement and keep people watching. Now we're turning them into templates. So as well as that, with the trend in music, then they're cut into segments. So basically, you'd be able to watch something that's already proven to work. So let's say, for example, it's a real estate, it's a property,
Mm-hmm.
and you can say, okay, so this reel, you can see how it's filmed, so you can see the different kind of angles and inside and stuff like that. So just from that, you would kind of think, okay, well, if I'm going to create that, you can see how many clips are in it. So let's say there's 15 different clips in that one reel. You can think, okay, so I'm going to go and shoot 15 clips, or probably a few extra just in case. And then all I can do is just come back in here and then drop them in to replace each clip. And it's already synced to the music. So you're basically recreating that reel in your location or whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
And these are reels in all different kind of genres and niches and stuff. Some will be property, some will be activities, some will be all that kind of stuff. So very, very easily to just drag and drop your own footage into it and then download it, and you've got your own reel synced with music.
Brilliant.
And then as well as that, with the breakdowns, what I suggested to Mario was it's all good learning how to create these things in terms of like the transitions and stuff, but I personally think people need to know more. They need to know, if I'm going to such and such an event or such and such a venue or location, how do I even get started? What do I even think of filming? So each
Full of
breakdown.
inspiration, right?
Yeah,
Things just
yeah,
to
yeah. Because rather
really,
than because it's so easy to get somewhere thinking I'm going to create a reel, and then when you get there, you're kind of like, okay, I don't even know where to start. There's so much that I could film. I
yeah.
don't know what to film. So the breakdowns are literally taking videos, and the very first one is breaking down the most viral reel, which had 21.6 million views.
Wow.
So literally taking that and saying, this is what I was thinking. This is how I filmed it. This is how I planned it. This is what I did at that location. And this is why I think it went viral. So from each of those breakdowns, and both the templates and the breakdowns, we're adding every single month. So every month, when you invest in that, then you're constantly getting new templates and new
Right.
reels every single month.
And what's the
Um,
cost on that upgrade then? What will that be?
so that's $27 a month, which is
27 a month?
extremely low. Or you will have a yearly option as well. So if you want to get it for the year,
Yeah.
197 for the year, which is obviously saving a lot of money, over $100. And then if you whether you choose to invest in the templates or the breakdowns, then if making money from this is something that you want to do, then we've got a whole section on that, monetization masterclass. So that is literally teaching every different opportunity that you've got to make money from your reels, whether it's affiliate marketing, local businesses, and not just going more involved with how to reach out to people. It's got downloadable resources in there, literally everything that you need. If you want to make money doing this, then follow that training. If you want to make money doing this, then follow that. Or if you want to make money doing affiliate marketing, so you're making passive income, do that. And then as well as that, you can go and obviously do local business videos, and there's a number of different options as well. So that is, let me get it right. That's 197. And considering a single, you land a single gig with somebody, you'll be charging at least like two, three, $400. We've just had someone reach out to us who've just landed 5 grand gig with a local business.
Brilliant.
Someone's just reached out to us a couple of weeks ago. They're now doing this full time, so they're just creating content full time. So they literally, I love watching their reels, because all they are doing is literally just traveling around, doing stuff that they enjoy doing,
Yeah.
and just filming. And that's all they're doing. But obviously, with the films, they're enjoyable to watch, but then very subtly, they're actually promoting a business, and that's what they're getting paid for. So there's that monetization masterclass. And then finally, if people do want more of kind of one-to-one or two-to-one kind of connection with us, then we've got a mentoring session that people can join for 297, and that is literally jumping on a like booking a call, jumping on a call with either me or Mario, or in most cases it's actually me, both of us. And then you'll have all the experience from Mario in terms of the content creation. I also do this as well, so obviously I help with that. But then also you've got my 10 years knowledge of social media marketing, affiliate marketing, all that kind of stuff, email marketing, everything that's involved in that. So that would be the kind of mentoring, the one-to-one or two-to-one connection with us.
Brilliant, brilliant. So this is all going to begin on Monday. So on Monday, obviously it's $47, but I think you guys are closed now on Friday, right? So it's going up then
Yeah,
to
yeah, 28th.
67.
Yeah, it's midnight 28th.
Midnight on the 28th of Feb. Brilliant. So all the information, guys, obviously will be down below. I'll drop a link down below as well with all of my bonuses, everything else that we've put together to make this a complete no-brainer. Now, what I thought we'd do just before we finish off is let's take a quick look at the sales page. Let's have a quick look at what that's all about. Do you want to share the sales page with us and just sort of run us through very quickly so that people can see kind of in action of what they're going to be picking up?
Okay. So can you see my screen at the moment?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So this is the top, and you can see here, look, this is 2.5. It went from 2,500 followers to over 200,000 followers in 1 week. That was just with one reel that he created, from 2,500 to 200,000 followers. So as I mentioned, these really do work a lot. So if we just scroll down, here's just a few examples of some of the reels that he's created: 21.5 million, just under 20 million, 8 million, 10 million. These are just and these are just individual reels, obviously, that have got that many views. So we've got some testimonials, and here's an example of some of the reels that some of our students have made. Okay, and if we just scroll down, then you've also got this, which is kind of like a before and after. So where I mentioned this basically gives you a good indication of what most people are doing when they create reels, and then you've got this, which is totally different. So just as a quick example, in fact, I'll show you some of the other examples, but that's a very good before and after, and people can then see kind of and relate to it. So
What I would recommend as well, guys, if you're watching this and you want to see those, right, you want to see the before and the after, and kind of just see why this is so viral, right? What is it that actually makes it different? Then you can see those videos in the link down below, right? We'll link to some of these videos so
yeah.
you can see for yourself exactly what this is all about, right?
Also, as well, which is mentioned in the main video at the top, and I haven't mentioned this yet. My daughter is 12 years old.
Hmm.
My daughter creates reels like this with the transitions on her phone. I've shown her probably a couple of times, and now she just does it completely herself. She's 12 years old, and she's entered national competition. She goes to like a performing arts thing. They were given a project to create a 30-second video. She incorporated a couple of these transitions, and she won the whole thing. So
Wow.
she, 12 years old, won the whole competition, like national competition, because of how different these reels are compared to everyone else. I'll just give you a quick example of something like this, and you'll see within the first few seconds how it catches someone's attention. So I'll just play this one here.
Really watch on my wrist, but I want that tight. Niggas talk crazy when I pull up in sight. Alright, bring that shit back, bitch. I'm stylish. Black top, big t-shirt, Billy. Watch on my.
Okay, so I'll pause it there, and you'll see it just keeps changing and it keeps people engaged. But also, I don't know if you noticed, right at the beginning, it went from on his bike to in front of the gym. So you notice the gym, you notice the name of the gym. So that's actually promoting the gym. And with hundreds of thousands or millions of views on that reel, that's all those people have seen that gym, especially locally. So that's what I mean about promoting something very, very subtly instead of standing outside of a gym and pointing, saying, "This is where I go."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you've got this is just a little list of all the different kind of people that this would be suitable for. A few more reels down here. Like I said, even cooking, you can change it into a very engaging reel. I think this one is actually one that had just under 20 million views, and it's just someone cooking.
Wow.
So we'll just scroll down so you can see we've got all these. This is all the training. So this is kind of like the basics of how you set up your phone camera, how you actually move when you're filming the shots. And that takes you the very basics of it, takes you to create your very first transition. And then this is all the additional transitions. There's absolutely tons of transitions in there that you can use. So any of the transitions that you see, like on the page, we literally show step by step how to create these. And then you've got a number of bonuses as well. So you've got video LUTs to add different colors and that feels to the reels. You've got Lightroom presets, yearly planner, filmmaking tips, all that kind of stuff. And like I said, at the bottom here, you'll see it's just $47. Just during the launch period, then it will go up to $67. So that is
Brilliant.
Creators Bundle. And I'll just give you a quick look inside. So when you actually get into the members area, very easy to navigate. Looks really great on a mobile device as well. And it's just simply a case of coming down. You've got all the downloadable resources here, so you can just download those. And at the top here, if we just go over to Creators Bundle, you've got each of the lessons. So if we just let's go here, and let's just test once. Okay, so we just, I had to log in. So let's just go to here. Or you can see that it's very, very easy to just navigate. There's no kind of sidebars and moving up and down to kind of find what you want. And you can see like here, it's just talking through and literally explaining exactly how to do these kind of transitions. Then you've got the editing. So this is all editing within a free app called VN. And this is where you would use this to in conjunction with the template. So I'll just show you, I won't go too much into this, but the templates is simply a case of coming into this, downloading the app, going like looking at the templates. You can preview it. Okay, and then you could just create something similar to that. This one's got 15 clips. So within the VN app, you would literally take your content, drag and drop it in, and replace the clips. So that's the templates and the breakdowns as well up here, and the monetization and the mentoring. So everything's all in this one area. Very, very easy to navigate. And yeah, that's what's coming soon. That's the VN app. That's the basically free one as well. So it's a free app, and you can use it on.
And this is what you guys use. This is how you've created those, right? Using free tools.
So this is the one that you use for your templates. There's a couple of different options for the transitions. Some people have asked, can you use CapCut? Yeah, CapCut you can use for it. You can use, we use a few other ones as well, but yeah, all the training's in there. And we're just getting tons of great feedback, and the results, seeing people, the reels that they create, it's so rewarding, and to see that kind of stuff, because you can see how creative they are and all the different ways they're using it, and it's especially rewarding when you hear from people that are now literally just creating content full time. Just that's all they're doing. They're making a living from creating this kind of stuff. So it's great.
Brilliant. Thanks. Thanks for all that, Mark. So, right, guys, if you're interested in this product, full information will be down below this video. You can check that out. I've put together some incredible bonuses for you. So if you choose to pick this up using the link down below this video, you're going to get access to everything you've just seen there, right? $47 one time. You don't have to worry about paying monthly or yearly or anything like that. You get the initial training, $47 one time, and all of the bonuses that I've put below. So drop down below now, grab your copy, and start creating these incredible, captivating, and really unique type of content that you can use, whether it's for local businesses, something that you own yourself, or to go out there and find clients and start making some cash. So I hope you found this video useful. Go ahead, take action, grab your copy now, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye.